Hello everyone, Mike Arend here, founder of Infinite Success Academy and The Soul Mechanic. I'm shooting outside today. I thought I'd try actually a little bit different topic and something you probably will find a little bit odd, but I want to talk about death, and in particular death at Christmas. Recently, in the last couple of days, we found out about a death in the family, and not nice things to happen at Christmas, not nice things to happen at any time. However, you know, my take on death and life may be different than yours, probably different than a lot of people's. As you can see behind me, I choose today to shoot outdoors because of, you can see the lake frozen in behind me and the trees that usually bear so many leaves and are so beautiful here at our waterfront home. But at this time of year, they are almost or seemingly like they are dead, but they're not. They're just dormant, and they will come back to life. And in that vein, that's what I believe that we all are. You see, we all are just energy. That's all we are. And energy cannot be destroyed. So we come from a great collective of oneness, whether you call that God or source energy or whatever label you'd like to put on it, but that's all that is just a label. It is energy, and we come from that. We're a piece of that. And we come here in agreement to take physical form in order to experience ourselves, to experience every emotion and feeling and thing that we can, that as an energy source out there in the cosmos, we can experience. We're able to do that here in physical form. And how blessed we are to be able to do that. There's a huge lineup waiting to get here, and you and I are here. Aren't we lucky? Especially at this time of great change in our world. Ah, there's the sun. Wonderful. Come out just on cue. Now, since we are just energy and we can't be destroyed, what happens? I mean, when we die, where do we go? Well, we go back home. Our souls return home and become part of that source energy once again. I know we've given those terminologies as heaven and all those sorts of things, and different religions and wisdom traditions do. However, that's where we return, or at least our soul returns, our energy source returns. Our vehicles or our shells that we're using here on Earth just turn back into Earth. They're just dust. They just become part of the earth once again, as everything does. A tree that falls and leaves that fall on the earth, they just return back to what they were. Many cars are doing that right now. Maybe yours is. If it's starting to rust, guess what it's doing? It's turning it back into iron oxide. It's becoming part of the earth once again. So that is what happens to us when we're no longer here. It's not a sad thing, because we should be so blessed that we're here. But when we leave, we're back home. We're in a beautiful state with nothing but perfect love. Now, this person I speak of that recently left us was suffering a great deal. A great person that suffered a huge amount in the last number of years. And that person is finally free. We should all be happy that that person is able to return home, become part of that energy, that perfect love once again, experience that instead of the suffering you experienced in the last number of years here on earth. And many of us are in those positions. I've experienced much suffering myself, and death with relatives, dogs, family members, you name it. And I've come out on the other side. And I'm able to stand here in front of you doing this video, telling you that at one time I didn't want to be here anymore. I thought about ending it all. Now, I never made plans to do it, but I thought, you know, I think the world would be better without me. But I was so wrong. It's so much better with me. and so much better with you. If you can find that within you, that energy source, let it come to life. It's there. It's just dormant, like these leaves on these trees. The trees are dormant, but they will sprout, and they will come back in glorious colors. And you can do that too. So, even if there's talk of death, it is a rejuvenation, a remembering who we really are, who we truly are. That's part of life. And we will return and be so much better for this life having happened. You've been listening to The Soul Mechanic, and it's been my absolute pleasure to serve you, sending you love, happiness, and abundance, now and always. Bye for now.